Welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Mary, and I will be your guide through this practice today. So today we're going to focus on yoga poses that can help relieve any discomfort due to digestive problems, especially after holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and stuff. Sometimes we can feel like we maybe overate or just ate food that's different from your normal routine, which can cause some disruption in your body. So today we're going to go through some yoga poses to help relieve some of the discomfort and just hopefully make you feel a little bit better. So remember to rest whenever you need to. Take a break, drink some water. Water is great for digestion. And change the poses, use different variations as they fit you and your unique body. So for today, if you have a block, I would get a block. If you do not have a block, you can use, you can find like a big, thick book that you could use in place of that, or any kind of object that could aid you. And also a pillow or a bolster for some of the poses as an option to try. So gather your things and lay a blanket out. We're going to begin lying down on our backs. So come down to the mat. Lie flat on your back, get nice and cozy, with your knees up and soles of the feet on the mat. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let your eyes gently close. And just begin to slow your breath down, breathing deep in and out. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. As you breathe in and out, I want you to think about the last meal that you ate. And think about the taste of it, the enjoyment, how it felt, giving your body some nutrition. How it made you smile, maybe it was your favorite meal. Trying to cultivate some positivity, some positive thoughts around food, eating. Think about the warmth of the meal, the temperature. Maybe it was a cold salad or a warm soup. Just focus on the enjoyment you got out of eating that meal. And stretch your right leg out. Clasp your hands together. Inhale, draw your left knee in towards your chest. So draw it in, and then just in towards your rib cage. Try to relax your leg and your hip, just using the weight of your hands to draw your leg in. Continue to breathe deep in and out. Notice if you're feeling any resistance or tightness right in your little hip crease here. I always do. And just breathe into it. Notice, you have to notice it first before you can begin to relax. Use your exhale, the power of that exhale to help release, let go. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale again this time. Lift your head slightly and kind of aim your chin towards your knee. Holding it up here. Exhale, gently release back down to the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, lay your left leg long, leading with the heel. Inhale, draw your right knee in, catching it with your hands, and gently drawing it in. And just breathe into that stretch. Try to let go of any resistance or tightness you feel. And just let the weight of your hands draw your leg down in towards your chest. And see if you can draw it in a little bit closer. A deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, lift your head. Drawing your chin in towards your knee. Keep breathing. Exhale, gently release your head back down to the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lay your right leg long, pushing out with the heel first. Inhale, draw your left knee in. On the exhale, use your right hand. Draw it over to the right side of your body. Your hips gonna lift up. Just keep your shoulder blade on the mat and turn your head to the left. Exhale gently. Release the twist. Inhale, hug that knee in. And exhale, press out with your heel to lay your leg long. Inhale, draw your right knee in. Exhale, bring it over to the left. Turning your head to the right. Exhale, gently releasing the twist. Inhale, hug your knee in. And exhale, lay your leg long. And gently draw both knees into your chest. Or in towards your chest. Mine did not come to my chest. You want to make sure just the weight of your hands is pressing it in. You don't want your tailbone to start to curl up, trying to get your knees to touch your chest. Just feel the weight of your hands drawing your knees in. Now from here, we're going to come to a seated position. So you can either roll forward to sit yourself up, or just roll to one side, bringing your knees to one side, resting on your side for a breath or two, and then using your hands to gently guide yourself up to a seated position. And find a nice comfortable seated position, one that works for you. Feel comfortable. Bring your hands to your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Let your eyes gently close. And you breathe in and out. As you breathe in and out, I want you to bring your attention to thinking about your current relationship with eating and with your food. Without trying to change anything, no judgment, no shame. Just bringing awareness to how you feel about that relationship right now. I encourage you to use your yoga practice to help cultivate positive relationship, positive energy with eating, with food. As we change and grow older, our bodies change and unfortunately get a little bit more particular. And it doesn't mean you need to feel bad or shame about eating certain things, but just recognizing when it doesn't feel right or doesn't feel good, and trying to alter that course. Similar to how we find variations of different poses. Bring your hands to your heart center. Continue to breathe deep. Notice if even talking about food and eating habits has brought up any anxious thoughts or negative feelings. And that's okay. Just take deep breaths. And try to cultivate that positiveness, those good feelings you feel when you eat a nice, comforting meal. All the different textures, something crunchy, something soft, sweet and savory. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. You inhale, bring your arms up above you. Stretch up high as you exhale, open up your arms, bringing them down and bringing the tops of your hands down to the mat. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. As you exhale, lean it over to the right. So you can slide your right hand across the mat or bring your elbow down. Exhale, bring your left hand down, kind of soften forward, and let your hands help guide you back up to your seated position. And bring the tops of your hands back down to the mat. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Exhale, stretch it over to the left. Exhale, bring that right hand down, soften forward, and help guide yourself back up to that seated position. Now, if you can, bring both legs over to your right side. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, bring it down over to the left, twisting your body slightly to the left. Keeping your shoulders drawn back, sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath in. On the exhale, soften down. Bend your hands. Walking your body down, kind of folding forward over on this left side. Just coming down as far as what feels comfortable here. And gently walk your hands back up. And come forward here. And we'll switch to the other side. So swinging your legs over to the left. And sit up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right, bringing your hand down. You can use, your block here or fingertips. Just keeping your shoulders down and back. If I come down here, I'm already leaning down, so I'm up on my fingertips. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, start to soften down, walking your hands down. And gently start to walk your hands back up, softening forward. And just coming back to any comfortable seated position. In any moment here in our transitions, in this silence, again, bring your attention to just your thoughts and feelings on food and eating. Just let those thoughts just kind of float on by as you have your eyes closed. Not giving any single one too much attention or thought, but just noticing what comes up, what feelings come up. Drop the tops of your hands down to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up high. On the exhale, bring your right hand to the top of your head and the left hand to your shoulder. A nice deep breath in. Exhale, gently pull each shoulder and your head kind of in those opposite directions. Nice and gentle. Exhale, release. Inhale, draw your hands up. Exhale, come to the other side. Nice inhale. Exhale, gently stretching out the right side. As you exhale, gently release. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, extend your arms out as you bring them down to the mat. Bring your hands over your heart center. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out, sigh it out. We'll move to hands and knees on the mat. You can take your time setting up here. Spread your fingertips wide. You press your hands into the mat. You always have the option, if your wrists are a little sore today, drop your elbows down instead and give your wrists a break. And once you have your nice sturdy tabletop here, begin to find just some nice small subtle movements, just starting to loosen up your back. And draw your head and neck nice and long as you look down at the mat, shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, gently drop your belly button down towards the mat as you lift your gaze upward. Exhale, begin to lower your head, round your back as you bring your belly button in and drop your head. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale to cat. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to move back and forth, moving with your breath. You'd like to add in any additional movements as you move back and forth between your cat and cow. You can start to add that in. You could bend your elbows on your transition. You could come down to your elbows. You could kind of incorporate a little swaying from side to side or moving your hips. Just keep your body nice and loose and relaxed and explore any movement that just feels natural, feels good to you. Do one more cycle. And bring your knees together. And gently sit back on your heels. And bring your forehead or cheek to the mat. And really breathe deep. Feel your belly expand, pressing into your thighs. Take up that space. One more big breath in here. Let it out. Inhale, rise back up. Bring your knees slightly apart so they're about hip width distance. Take a nice deep breath in. We exhale, start to walk or slide your hands forward on the mat. Bring your forehead down to the mat, but keep your hips high. Inhale, lift your head. Shift your body forward. Extend your legs and bring your hips down to the mat. Inhale, draw your shoulders down and back and lift your head to look straight ahead. Exhale, bring your forehead down to the mat. Slide your hands down so they're just below your shoulders. Your elbows tucked in. Bring your toes to the mat. Stretch your toes out a little bit. And you're just sliding your toes down the mat. Inhale, press your hands into the mat to lift your upper body up. Then lift your hips and come back through a tabletop. Now again, if your wrists are sore, just drop your elbows down to where your wrists are. And you're going to lift your knees and set your heels back, coming into downward facing dog. Or dolphin pose if your elbows are down. Either one works well. And gently walk your feet forward with knees bent to hang down in forward fold. Now this is a place, if you're up here, you can't quite bring your hands all the way down to the floor. That's a place where you could use your block to help relieve a little bit of pressure in that stretch. Please sink your hips back low, bending your knees, and gently begin to rise all the way up. Nice and slow. Once you've risen all the way up, bring your arms up and overhead. Palms together, exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment here to just pause, close your eyes. and work on cultivating those positive thoughts, good feelings about food, about eating, about sharing meals with people, or cooking food for someone special. My favorite ways to show love and appreciation is to cook for them or bake. So keeping a nice bend in the knee, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. So bring your hands to that block if you'd like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to the mat and step your right foot back. Option to bring your knee down or keep it high. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. A nice deep breath in. When we exhale, bring your right elbow to your left knee, to a little twist. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, bring your hands down. Bring your left knee down together with your right knee and sink back on your hips for child's pose. One more breath here. And rise back up. Coming into downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And step your left foot back. Then you can keep your leg up here or bring the knee down. You can bring one hand to your knee first as you slowly rise up, bringing hands to heart center. And at any point you can change, bring that knee up or bring it down. Nice deep breath in. And you exhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee. Twist. And once you twist, if you want to bring that knee down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring your hands down, bring your knee down, and sit back on your heels for child's pose. Inhale to rise back up. Coming to down dog and walking your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, sink your hips back, and gently, slowly rise up. So now turn sideways and take a nice wide-legged stance on the mat. So if you have a blanket, just move that aside. Nice wide-legged stance. Bring that block or that book or that object over. Inhale, reach your arms up. On the exhale, open up the arms, bending the elbows and bending the knees, coming into the squat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Now turn your left foot forward and turn your right heel back. Bend into the front knee and open up the arms into warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, you will micro bend. The exhale, tilt into triangle. So you're just gonna kind of tip forward, bringing your hand to your leg, to the floor, or to a block. You want to keep a nice straight line, fingertip to fingertip. So your hand may not reach all the way down to the floor if that kind of throws you out of alignment. You come up further, or even come up here. This is where your straight line is. Exhale, bring your right hand down to meet your left and come both to the block or to the floor. Turn your right foot forward so now both feet are facing forward on the mat. Keep your right hand on the block or your object here, either on the tall end or this end, and find what works for you. Inhale, draw your left arm up nice and slow, twisting to the left. Exhale, bring that hand down. Move the block aside for a moment. To soften down, bring your back foot forward to hang down and forward fold. And sink your hips back and gently rise up. And turn back to the side and come into that wide-legged stance. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, opening up the arms and squatting, bending the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Now turn your right foot to the back of the mat. Turn your left heel to the front, bending into your front knee and opening up your arms into warrior two. On the other side, so you can bring that block over. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, tilting into triangle. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Turn your right foot forward. Find a nice sturdy position with your left hand. Inhale, slowly drawing your right arm up. I'll turn to the other side here. Exhale, bring that hand down. Move the block aside. And bring your back foot forward to hang down in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Sink your hips back and gently rise. Now you're probably at the back of the mat, so come back to the front, the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the mat. Step both feet back, bring your knees down. Sit back on your heels for child's pose. A nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, rise up. I'm going to move into a yogi squat. So there's a few different options here. You can bring the block over. Now the simplest option is you're going to come to a seated position. You're going to bring your feet out to the side with your knees bent. Bringing your palms together. Pressing your knees and upper arms together, just like this. You can also, if you have a block or a nice sturdy book, you can come sit on that block and do that same thing. And option number 3 is removing that block, kind of getting your legs in position and then sinking your bottom down. So you're kind of hovering here. So 3 different variations to try. Find the one that's right for you. I need to go a little bit more gentle today, so. Then draw the shoulders down and back. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, soften down, bring your hands to the mat. If you're up, kind of remove that block or sit back down. And come back to lying on your back. Bring that bolster or pillow over. Your blanket back out. So you're nice and comfortable. So with your feet on the mat, knees up, bring your arms to rest beside you. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, gently lift your hips up to bridge pose. Make sure to keep some distance between your chin and your chest. So point your chin upward. Exhale, release back down. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, release your hips back down. Now we're going to do this one more time. And you have the option to move that bolster or pillow or even your block underneath you for assistance. So we're going to start taking a deep breath in, letting it out. Inhale, lift your hips and slide anything underneath you. If you have a bolster or pillow, slide that underneath you, and then you can just relax. If you're still holding bridge pose unsupported, just use your exhale to slowly bring you back down whenever you're ready. Inhale, lift your hips, slide that support out, and gently lower down to the mat. And extend your legs long. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Let your eyes gently close. Just take deep breaths in and out. This is our final resting pose. So bring anything over, like pillow or bolster, anything. Make sure you're nice and comfy. Again, just work on cultivating those positive feelings, positive experiences, food, all your favorite meals, the meals that remind you of a family member or a friend, what it feels like to cook something from scratch, and also what it feels like to be served something that you don't know how to cook from scratch or make from scratch. The meals you tend to lean towards in the summer, does that differ from the meals you lean towards in the fall and winter? Just let these thoughts and feelings kind of float on by. Memories, experiences, tastes. All the wonderful things associated with food and eating. I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you would like. And slowly rising up when you're ready. Move on with your day. Thank you for practicing with me today. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Just know that digestion issues are something that I have struggled with for a lot of my life. And so if you want to reach out to me, email or anything, ask me any other questions. I have a lot of tips and tricks on helping with digestion and digestive issues. So feel free to reach out, ask me any advice, any of the other things that I try to incorporate on a daily basis or just when issues come up. So, a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, and remember to always be kind, especially to yourself. Namaste.